Let's figure out what to do about it. Whoa, whoa, yeah, yeah, yeah. Boogie, boogie. Right, fingers crossed this doesn't go wrong. There's a lot on the line today. I must say. Where's the solder gone? Oh no, balls. Need some solder for this. Right. Okie dokie. Hello. How do we do? So, I got a really itchy back. That's what a screwdriver's for. Oh, we got itchy back. Fudging itchy. Right. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, such an itchy. Why has it suddenly got so bloody itchy? Okay, so what we're going to do today is we're going to build a font kit. Well, it's the Cosmo kit. I can't even see the screen, so I'm not sure what we're going to see, but I'm looking at the comments to the left. There's minimal lag. So this is everything that is for the 1114 filter Grrr. So that's what we're going to plump together today. It's not about how many's here. It's about quantity, not quality. Who cares? It's all good. Whatever happens is fine by me. I'm just going to plug a couple of bits in. Really quite quickly. Just going to plug the control voltage. I've forgotten how to use it. I've forgotten how to use it. Oh no. Where's the output? Oh no. I plug it into the out of that, plug it into that, and use it as a mixer. Oh yeah, mix out. Actually, I'm going to quickly, let's get some more, get it all in reverb. Right, anyway. So I've just plugged some random stuff in. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and we're going to quickly put this together. It's really quick actually, so it's not going to take long at all, to be perfectly honest with you. So let's pop this together first. This is what this video is about. It's basically putting this together because I couldn't do a full video on it because I've already covered it in the Cosmo format. So it's so quick and easy to plop together in the Eurorack one. So I figured let's just do it live. There's a lot of pressure then because what if I fudge it up live? That would suck to say it's easy. So I don't know. But first, it's a piece of pizza. Got a soldering iron. First we're going to put in the power. This is the power and we're going to plump it on the back. This is the only thing that literally goes on the back basically. So just going to plonk it in there. Going to let it heat up. Bring over the light. And just solder it. So this is nice and quick. Make sure you got decent heat on the soldering iron, and before you know it, you're gonna be soldering on down to Solder Town. The ground planes on the power connectors are quite difficult. They take a little bit longer to heat up than the others, but after that, it's a piece of pizza. So that's that done. Bish bosh bash. So you've got this side done. Now, amazingly enough, the only other things you need to really solder is so going to get all of the washers out, all of the hardware, and then over here we've got a bag for the switch as well. And we're gonna pop the knobs, get the knobs out of the way. What other knobs do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 3 knobs. So that's the only knobs that there are as well. So what you got to do is you just the other thing is all of the potentiometers and stuff are 100k. So we start with the thicker collars, the metal collared ones go on the top ones. Let's go. Squeeze it in. Give it a squeezy. 1. Come on. 2. I feel like I'm on QVC or like what's the auction world? It's like for £3. Call now for this. So I'm just putting in the potentiometers. Give it a squeeze. Don't solder them in yet. The rest of it, you're basically just plonking it in and then you're going to solder it afterwards. So these are the preset ones that don't have knobs on the bottom. They just sit at the bottom like so. Bish posh bash. Get hold of all of the jacks. Take the socket, the nuts off the jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and finally 8. Just plonk these on as well. All of the holes match up, so it's nice and easy and quick. Bish. It's funny because there's hardly anything that you have to pop in, so it's very easy. Most of it's already surface mounted on. Plonk it on there, plonk that there. Plonk that there. Serious. No soldering on these bits yet. The only soldering you should have done by now is literally the power header. You just got to make sure the power header is the right way around when you solder that. I don't know what the instructions say on this, by the way. I'm just going off on one. So this is the preset potentiometer. There's a dot on the top that goes up to the screw, so plonk that in. Pull the legs apart at the back a little bit, like that. LEDs. Long leg is plus, so you put the long leg where the positive is on the circuit board. There's another one over here. There's a positive and a negative on here, and we plonk that in there. And then we get the switch. Plonk the switch on it. Get the little washer for the switch. Pop that on there. Oh. Double check I'm not being an idiot. I don't think I'm being an idiot. Pop the circuit board on, and you just got, now it's a case of just trying to line it all up. Oh, there we go. And then just get the bolts. It's important to do the all of the bolting to the panel first, so you're sure that it all lines up. Oh, that's the switch. That's for the switch. Ah! That's for the switch as well. Oh, I'm just going to get the switch over and done with. I'm only using one of the switch nuts. Just bolt everything in. And with any luck, you won't have to unbolt these ever again. Oh. Oh God, I'm not having much luck with this. Come on. Here we go. Plopping them on. There are washers to go underneath this as well. I've just forgotten. They're not a must to go on them. You can get away without them, but you can add the washers underneath. I've just remembered. There's a load of washers. So there's 8 washers that go underneath them. I'm not gonna bother right now. I will put them there for later, and then I'll feel like popping them on possibly. Now we're gonna put the washers on the potentiometers. 1, 2, 3, 4 washers on there. Boom. Washer 2. The great thing is you could get away with hand tightening these because there's so many that are acting as a mechanical structural connection to the panel. You can get away with hardly tightening these up at all because they're all keeping, it's all quite a solid structure. So now we just turn it around and then we get the LEDs and we fiddle it around and fiddle them through the hole. You see that? Don't know if you saw that, but that poked through. I'll do the same with this one. Poke it through. And then you just solder what you can. So I'm going to start by soldering the LEDs because they're the most easy ones I'm going to forget about and mess up. So that's the LEDs done. Then we're going to do the switch. You can do it whichever way you want. 1. Yeah. Now I'm going to go down to the jacks. The grounds are always the longest ones to solder. That's because you're basically soldering onto a lot more copper because there's a lot more ground playing on these circuit boards. And it's the case with a lot of synthesizers. So if you find you're having trouble soldering onto certain parts, it's usually onto the ground plane. So just maybe try a bit more heat, maybe. Because that's 9 times out of 10, that's a very common problem. Having a synthesizer module that doesn't work is because there is a loose joint on a ground, on something that's going to ground. Because 9 times out of 10, it's just not sufficiently heated up. So I'm just soldering on down. There's about, how many are there? There's about 40 solder joints to do here. So, you know, just gotta have your wits about you when you're doing it. So I'm gonna get the potentiometers. Oh, nearly messed up on a ground plane then. Soldering. You'll notice I haven't got the extraction fan running. That's because I'm doing a video at the same time, but usually I'd personally have an extraction fan sucking all the smoke away from my face. I'm just artfully holding my breath. Preset potentiometer. I'm checking all of the solder joints as I'm going. I solder one, start soldering the other one, look at the one before, just to make sure that it looks all right. You get a good idea of what's going on, and that's about it. Snip the legs off the LEDs. Double check if you want. And then we start popping the knobs on. So the bottom knobs are Allen keys. So one. I haven't put one of these together before, so surprisingly easy. I'm very glad. I probably should have done some research beforehand, read the instructions, but it's worked out all right, I think. There we go. So, as far as I'm aware, apart from the washers on the jacks, that's it, but you don't really need them. I'm going to put them over there for safekeeping. There is a just going to put them there for now. Where did you learn all of this? What's your background? Osmond, thank you very much. My background is messing about. I learned this stuff on the internet, much like yourself. I've learned it all on the internet. A lot of FSMDs, they're very difficult to do by hand. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of comments. So there we go. Now we're going to plug it in and see if it actually works. That sounds like a good idea, doesn't it? So all in all, how long did that take? Well, I've been live for... How long have I been live for? I've only been live for 15 minutes and I've already bloody built it. Oopsie daisy. Right, so let's get one put together. Right, so oh, push that back a little bit, line it up. I'm looking at a bit of a delay because I'm also watching your video. Oh, god damn it. I've done that the wrong way. There we go. That's about right. It's upside down now. I hope you don't mind it being upside down. Just turn your computer around. So first off, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this one out and we're gonna plug it into here. So I'm gonna take this filter out. This is the modular synthesizer that I took to Barcelona. We'll have a look at another couple of things. This anyway, it's by Hack Modular. This is also by Hack Modular. We'll have a look at those in a sec. Right, moment of truth. Let's plug this in. There's no smoke. That's always a good thing. Oh, that was scary. It's still not. We're still not out of the woods yet. It might not be working. So the first thing we need to do is slightly adjust. Actually, I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to bother adjusting that because it's usually 9 times out of 10 pretty good. So I'm just going to screw it in. Right, let's see if it makes a noise. Right, so plug an output of an oscillator into the whatever it's called, the thingamajiggy. Yeah. Okay. So we got a red. That means there's audio coming out. So I'm gonna bring it down for now. We're gonna plug it in. Oi! Yeah, that's working. How it steps. Right, so we get an audio jack and we're going to get that going from the output of the envelope generator. I'm going to plug that into the VCA in because it's also got a VCA on it. And we're also going to plug it into yeah, okay. And then we're gonna get the trigger out of that. Get it triggered by the synthesizer, by the beat step. It's not actually working. That's always good news. Why aren't you working? There's something wrong about it. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, no. That's interesting. Okay, maybe it's the jack. We'll find out in a sec. Let's plug another jack in. Let's get it messy quick. What? What? That's very strange. Very strange. Okay, the gate outs. Oh no! Yeah, I know why. Oh, I'm an utter plonker. I'm using a BeatStep Pro, the setup for Korgs. Oh no! Oh no! 1 sec, 1 sec. I've got to go and find. Oh no! Oh, okay, right. Here we go. Bit more luck today. Okay, that one's got the wrong settings on it, which means that you need to use a computer, and nobody likes using computers when you don't have to. So, yeah, 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 yeah. Right, so I'm gonna quickly test this and see whether we've made it and it actually works. So I'm gonna get a jack. I'm gonna just plug it into a synthesizer first. Let's get a quick right, okay, it works. By the way, the cool thing about this is it's like an Enigma machine. So we are playing. So this is by Hack Modular. Really smart. Right, so, okay, so let's get those kick drums back. Get the kick drum going. What's going on here? What's going on here then? Come on. Work for me. Something's not working right. Oh, me being stupid. Right, so. Oh yeah, there we go. Right, okay. Where's that other drum beat gone? There was another drum beat we had going on here. Where's the other one gone? Plug another drum beat in really quick and then we can test it properly. Right, 1 sec. Right. we've plugged it in and it works straight off the bat. That filter took the best part of about 10 minutes to make. Right, so it works. That works. So this basically was pretty much that. What I was trying to do was put that together. I didn't realise it was going to be that quick to put together, but there we go. Oh man, that hook this to that spinny visualizer that Techmoan just reviews. Oh, I'll have to check out that video. I'm not sure. I'm not aware of that yet. If anybody's got any questions, I'm going to be around for a little moment. This was just a quick one, just to document plonking this together. However, I will be doing a musical live stream within the next few days. Within the next 7 days, I'll be doing a proper musical live stream, because right now it's not directly plugged in. It's not the best to do it, but I'll make sure to take this back and plug it in with Cosmo, and we'll have a bit of a jam. We're gonna have some jam times. Might even be Friday night. We'll see. It might be Friday night. That might be nice. Don't hold me to that. I'll let you know before. But this it's done. As you can see, it's an easy thing to put together. And it's basically an angry stepped VCO, VCF and VCA, voltage controlled filter and voltage controlled amplifier. If anybody's tried to build one, let us know how it's gone along. What are some of the weirdest MIDI requests you've had for the organ? Oh, you name it, the millions. There's thousands. I think the most common one is Rush E, but I mean, I can't really play like copyrighted songs because then it just gets a bit complicated. That thing is the thickest sounding Reese. I think I've missed out what the terminology is. I'm not sure what Reese means. I know Reese is like it's an American snack, isn't it? That's what I want to know. My filters don't seem to get that lively. I think it's just a squelchy. LM13700 add VCA, yay or nay? Yay, it is a VCA. It's basically, I added a VCA in here because I had a spare half of a LM13700. So it seemed right. How many simps have you made? I don't know. Probably not as many as you'd think, but more than I could play with my hands at one time. I'm sure you've... Actually, that's a challenge. I'm sure you've also had requests for Who music too. Not aware of that, I'm afraid. Cookie Jar. You inspire me. That's good news. Good news. That's nice to know. Well, hopefully it helps. Hopefully all this silly things is helping. It has a unique clipping circuit that works by turning everything up too much. That is another thing. And there's another thing about this filter is it has a shelf. And what it does is it turns other VCOs into unipolar oscillators. So that means that the all of the voltage is above zero. Usually it bounces up and down in between it, and I think it distorts better when it's an unsymmetrical waveform within the voltage spectrum. So these ones are unipolar, and then this one flicks a shelf, which actually makes these ones sound even weirder because they scrunch right up. This basically pushes this up to between 10 volts and 12 volts, and then the rest of it's clipped off the top of it. So when you're filtering, that's how it's getting that step, those steps. is because it's really extremely clipping the resonance that's going back into itself, because there's hardly any headroom. The max headroom is 0. Oh, thank you. I'm happy to be a goblin. Thank you very much, Electric Dawn. I think the Reese is talking about a bass used in most drum and bass tracks. The Reese bass, 2 oscillators running out of time with each other. Interesting. I'm not sure. I'm really behind with all of that malarkey. I've got to be honest. I'm not very up to date with anything. A bit behind, but that's fun. That's just 2 of the oscillators going into the 2 inputs, and now it gets plugged. So that's no resonance. Turn up the clipping. And then you get the step in. I'm happy being behind. It's fine. But classic, yeah, sure, that's fine by me. I finally managed to join a live stream. Ah, that's cool. Not sure if they're still around, because I bought them 13 years ago. I think I've missed that part of the comment, I'm afraid, Kerry. My Chemical Brothers sounding. Ah, yeah. Sounds right to me. That makes me want to watch that pinball repair guy. A round of firepower. Reese's Pieces are tiny sugary discs of candy-covered peanut butter. That's the one. That's what I thought they were talking about when they were talking about Reese's base. The buttery biscuit base of the Reese's, you know. By the way, check out Hack Modular's thing on here. It's like, basically, whatever voltage you send into it comes out like that. So... Oh, yeah. Not got anything plugged into. I've remembered this is not direct recorded in, so it sounds a bit cluttery, but this, whatever voltage you send into it, it transposes it to a letter. But check it out, Hack Modular, it's awesome. And then also the filter and whatnot. Anyway, we've got Livestream bought one of the fart boxes after a show at Berlin a long while ago. Still only got it half working. You could get it half working, I promise. Oh yeah, the One True King. You're a man. Thank you very much, the One True King. I'll try and keep it up. I will try my hardest. Build an orchestra of all your self-made synths live gigs with those. I would love to, but half of them don't work anymore. There's a lot of upkeep. I think now I've got to a point in my life where I'm actually building things that last. Maybe ask me that in a few years, where I'll have a lot more, but they'll all be built properly. What's the other half of the fart box that will get you? That's funny. So yeah, anyway, thank you very much for joining us for this reasonably short live stream. I just wanted to document putting this together, answer a couple of questions. Like I said, there will be another public live stream coming up reasonably soon and another video, because I'm aware that the synth car, the Ferra Mini, wasn't the finest of machines. So got to try and get another video coming out that's reasonably decent up soon. That's all right, Christian. Shout out to FunkMod, Christian at FunkMod, who put together these modules in particular. They're basically ports of the Cosmo 1114 filter Grrrs for Eurorack, as well as the oscillator version. So this, and this, put them together, they just sound angry. So yeah, and they've got tuners on them. What more do you want? By the way, was highly amused by your automobile theremin attempt. Yes, attempt. Very much an attempt. Anyway, I'm gonna track off now, but I hope everything's all right. I've got another video I've got to finish now, so have a lovely time, and I'll speak to you on the other side. And thanks very much, the One True King. I got tuners separately for like $300. It's a lot. Fair enough. Cool. A lot of dosh. Toodly-doo. Have a good one. Peace. I forgot. How do I turn this off? Enjoy yourselves.